We started this campaign with 27 aircraft in our fleet. Of that original 27, 4 of the original ships still remain alive. Those are the RS Eminent Domain, which I can't spell probably on stream when I'm live. Eminent Domain. The RS Victory and the RS Warrior, as well as Hitman 4. Those are the only ships from our original fleet that's still here. We've picked up the Thunderbolt, which is a little bit of repairing to do. And we've picked up a Negev Cruiser, which I'm still not sure if I'm going to keep, but it has a big fuel tank and it has decent consumption. So actually the consumption is fine. The consumption is fine. So we're going to hold on to it. Hitman 4 doesn't really have much of a role in the fleet right now. Now, we have made it to Shinar. And our next job is we are going to jump across the desert to the city of Nahor in the hope that our last Tarkhan is here. We've collected the rest. I'd like to catch them all. Then we're going to move to Hattusa. Hattusa is a refueling station. We're going to try and pick up a lot of fuel here. While that's happening, we're going to scout this area here to see if there's a potential hidden city. And if there's not, we'll probably hit something like, we'll probably actually hit Nod, take the fleet HQ out if we can, see if there's a hidden city here, then onto Nagar and further north. And you can see that further north is Kiva. We're actually within breathing distance of the end of the game, or at least the second half of the game as I like to think of it. Now we've had a long and troubled route up here with a lot of tactics involved with trying to distract the enemy. That's pretty much out the window now. We don't have the fleet for it, we don't have the resources for it. We're going to have to go really loud and really aggressive and really just push the objectives that we can take. The one thing that our fleet that remains does have is a significant amount of anti-air and anti-missile defenses, and we're going to have to leverage those as much as possible because it is going to rain as we push further north. The enemy are not going to let up. We're going to get hit by airstrike after airstrike after airstrike. We're going to get hit by missile strike after missile strike after missile strike. But for the first time, we have a fleet that can withstand that hailstorm. We couldn't do it the whole way north. It would be too much of an attrition. We've already had insane attrition in the amount of ships we've lost. But it's put us in the position that we're in now where we have the resources, we have the ships, and we have the reach to finish this once and for all. Let's fast forward. We'll get this fuel in our fuel tanks, and we'll make the trip across the desert to Nahor. And that's our next point of call. It's going to be pretty crazy once we make this jump. We're not going to get a lot of time to rest. We're going to have to land. In fact, let's just tick dangerous here, so we're not going to be able to stay here long enough. I am going to pick up the rest of this fuel. We're going to stay here until all of this fuel is available and in our tanks. And now we're going to make the jump. Oh, actually, before we take off, where's the nearest strike group? So, Strike Group Soyuz is just making... So, Strike Group Soyuz and Strike Group Donbass are still in the AO. There's still 2 strike groups available, but they're all heading to Garrison Kiva, which is going to make for an interesting fight when we get there. But we'll deal with that when we get to Kiva. Let's start crossing the desert. Now, I was all set to make this a regular series again, and then I got sick. And I'm really sorry about that, because I really want to get this finished. It's been in my to-do list for like 2 years right now. If this was my job, which thankfully it isn't, but it would be cool if it was, I would have been fired a long time ago for taking this long to complete a project. I have to say that the performance anxiety that I get sitting down to record Highfleet is pretty intense. Because there's a lot riding on this. This is my second attempt at this campaign, and boy is it a doozy. Alright. We're going to enter the radar range of Nahor pretty soon. At that point, we're going to dispatch the Thunder. It is the fastest ship in our fleet, bar Hitman 4, so it will be able to do a Sanda strike ahead of the rest of the fleet. But we're going to wait till a little bit closer, and now I'm going to dispatch it ahead. Both fleets should now have enough fuel to make it. They do. The hope here is that we do have a small chance of a sudden strike, and if we can pull it off, we pull it off. It also just means that we're just getting a little bit ahead of ourselves if we can. I'm going to fast forward on the approach. So far, there's been no notice from the enemy that we have reached their city. We should be able to hit it before they knock the alarm off. We don't have a ton of time, but I think we're going to make it. Now, there's a good news and a bad news here. The good news is that the Thunderbolt gets a silent strike, which is great. The bad news is this is a bottom fighter, really. So attacking these ships from above is going to be pretty bad. Now, we have the Paladin Mark II replacement here. This is a terrifying ship. I don't know if it's come up in the campaign so far. This thing has 5 Molots, and they all have full coverage to fire. We also got an Intrepid replacement here with 4 AK-700s, the Slugger, which we know from throughout the campaign, and of course, that Courageous, which has been the thorn in our sides for so long. Oops, sorry, I just punched the microphone. I'll have to cut that out. I want to deploy to this. I want to get this done in one go. Let's see how we do. One advantage of this ship being level 10 is we start the mission with our magazines full loaded. We can shoot down some of these shots as they come at us as well. I can't quite see where the enemy are yet, but we're just going to try and dodge as much as we can. Looking for where those big shots are coming from. That's what we really want to hit, but we've got a target here. This is the Paladin Mark II, so that's what we want to focus on. Okay, we've lost our coverage on that side. Let's just come back. This Intrepid is almost down. It's on fire. And it has stolen the escape pod. Okay, that's it down. The Slugger I'm not too worried about. It's a pretty easy kill. And I think the Courageous just killed itself. You can see the escape pod on the left-hand side of the screen. So let's just finish this Slugger off. Now I'm worried that we haven't lost our Palash on that side there. We did take quite a few hits on that side, but honestly, the damage shouldn't be too significant. Should only take a few hours to repair. One thing I maybe want to focus on is just not taking hits at all with this ship if I can do so. Now, no alarm, so we've got time to actually sit here, repair, and scavenge. I would like to get the Molot. It's worth 4 grand. We do have the fuel tank set to blow up next to it, and we also need to worry about crew protection and searching for survivors. Let's grab the fuel tanks first, because free fuel is always good to grab. The rest of our fleet will be arriving within the hour. I'm just going to fast forward through that. Okay. I'm now going to try and grab the Molot, even though I haven't got crew protection. We may have an accident here. Yeah, okay. We lost 11 people. We've got -1 fleet morale. That's okay. We're still at fleet morale 8. Let's grab the survivors, so we don't lose another section of fleet morale. Okay, and then we'll disassemble the hull, which will get us some free repair parts, which will help with repair. And by the time we've done this, the rest of the fleet has arrived, so the timing works out pretty nicely for us. Now, we could grab this AK-100, but I don't actually want to risk another morale loss, and I don't have time to get crew protection. So let's find out if there is a Tarkan in this city. The Thunderbolt, I will actually land it, because that will help it. Okay, there is a Tarkan here. You can see that he's landed here. I'm just going to land in this +14 bay. I don't want to work. Actually, our landing gear are damaged. This could be quite dangerous. But there is a Tarkan here. You can see that their ship is landed in that 14 bay on the left there. Are my gear deployed? Yes, they are. It's really hard to see in these weather conditions just how close to the ground we are. Thank goodness for the altitude callouts. This is where it gets scary. I'm going to bring it in as light as possible. Got a slight tilt to the left. Just dainty tap.
Touchdown confirmed.
Well done. It was a good landing. 27% repair bonus. I'm not sure how we got that, but I'm happy to take it. Now, there is a Tarkan here. First things first, though, I'm actually just going to get the repairs on this ship underway. So we'll do that. Then I need to rename it back to Thunderbolt, because that is the name of the ship. It was once upon a time Hitman 1, but not anymore. That's one of the reasons I did what I did, by the way. I wanted to get those ships to the maximum level and then rebuild them into stuff like this. Unfortunately, we only had one left. Now, the Tarkan has now teleported over here. Let's see who it is. They've got a Gladiator, which is a great little ship to pick up at this stage in the game. I won't mind that at all as an additional. A small cloak-wrapped stranger emerges from the ship, accompanied by an entourage. The gold-trimmed sword on the stranger's belt seems disproportionately large, so large it interferes with his gait. To your surprise, you see Omar and his men bow reverently to the stranger the moment they see him. Al-Sahir. Omar, son of Rasuf, peace be upon you. Why are you here, Al-Sahir? How is your good father? Harashids in service to the Lord Governor murdered my father. They threw him off a ship 3 days ago. His body was shattered against the ground. Omar and his men seem stunned by the news. The Almighty shall avenge his murder sevenfold. May it be so. The boy turns to you next. Peace be upon you, son of Saidi. Peace be upon you, Els. Good. The boy smiles when he sees you hesitate. Al-Sahir. Call me an Al-Sahir. Harashids in service of the Lord Governor murdered my father 3 days ago. You have my condolences, Al-Sahir. You are heading for Kiva, son of Saidi. Allow me to join you. I will be happy to fight by your side. And now he just joins me as a +2. I'm not trying to get his loyalty higher when he joins you, actually. I want to meet other Tarkans. Do you know where to find them? There aren't any Tarkans in Down here, Duke. I've never heard of any. Thank you. I appreciate it. Character joined. Elsa here. And that's it. We have everybody on side. The fleet is complete.
Turbines operational.
Now, I'm going to wait for the rest of the fleet to arrive before we start doing proper refueling. 2 hours of repairs after that fight are pretty good, and nobody knows we're here. This is a great start to this episode. Time for a quick cup of tea, I think. Let's jump in, wait for the rest of the fleet to land, and we'll just grab enough fuel to make it to Hattusa. I'm going to delete this. When we get to Hattusa, we're going to do a big refuel. And we're also going to spend a little bit of time looking for the hidden city. So, checking supplies. We need enough fuel to get us to Hattusa fuel storage, which is about that much. Is there anything here we want to buy? There's laser guided 130, which is in another life I would love to pick up. There are some aircraft rocket 122s, but we've got 124 of those. Prox Fuse 100mm is always something I want to get my hands on, because both the Thunderbolt and the Gladiator can grab them. We have 25 pieces in stock at the moment, so let's spend a decent amount of cash on that. We might have to dip into some of the stuff that I have to sell to make up for that, but I think I'm going to grab all of it. Now that has killed our current amount of cash. We're currently sitting on 764, so let's just dip into the toy chest for a couple of seconds and see what we can sell. Now I do want to keep these A100Ns, but we don't need 7 AK100s, so let's just get rid of all of those. We'll keep 2 of them for rebuilds. I don't need the small lot. That's us looking quite good. There is a T7 here, but we've got 6 in stock, and I think that's pretty good. I believe all of our big ships are fully stocked on planes. No, they actually aren't. So I will just spend a little bit of time getting them with our planes back. I think the Warrior needs some... Okay, we'll do that too. So this is all stuff we picked up on the long journey when I was repairing and building the Thunderbolt. I was going a bit mad purchasing stuff because we were shooting down a few trade fleets. And we were getting things like, we were killing ships and getting about 30 or 40 Palash, which I could sell. So one thing that has happened is people putting lots of expensive modules on their ships hasn't given me a lot of money to play with, which is quite nice. Now we've got 8.5 hours of repairs. Let's, oh, we've got a radio signal. Now this won't be Elsa here, so I'm quite interested to see who it is. Let's actually pick this one up. Okay. Did I hear it back here? No, somewhere around here. Okay, and then we get the direction. Somewhere to the east. Okay, it is encoded. We could use this 3-letter word here or this. This could be 2. So if I just see if I can get that to say 2, we might decipher quite a lot of the message. So we're looking at this 2-letter word here. QRST, and then I want the other letter to read O. So yeah, that's it. So you see this should be going. So we want to change that 6 there to an I. JKL, oh, H, I went too far. And then that V to an N. And we've deciphered the message without needing a key. So Garnet going 220 route Jaffa, Hattusha carrying weaponry, Astro range medical treatment, crew regards. Okay, so there's a ship that's heading Jaffa, Hattusa. Okay, there's a ship heading from Jaffa to Hattusa. Or is it heading to Jaffa from, no, it's heading from Jaffa to Hattusa carrying weaponry, going 220. So they're probably going to be there when we hit them. There's nothing we can really do about that. But I guess that's good to be forewarned. It's going to maybe be able to pick up some cash, and there'll be a bit of a noise. Let's just fast forward until we are rearmed and repaired. It's another radio signal. While we're in stealth, it's actually pretty good to start deciphering these, because it'll give us an idea of what our enemy are up to. Probably to the east, I'm guessing? No. Polaris, ETA in 4 hours going at speed 220 southeast. So we've potentially got another trade fleet heading to Hattusa as well. We've got 1.3 hours of repairs left. We actually need more fuel. Interestingly, I wonder if the fleet hadn't landed when I actually did the refueling before. That's us out of funds, which is weird. I thought we had more money. I don't need... Yeah, we'll see what cargo we can sell. Okay, oh my god, I've got the cargo selling tutorial. Thanks. I thought I had more money in the bank, but apparently I didn't. We'll sell off... we can see how many Palashes I've got. We'll sell off a bunch of Palashes. I feel bad holding this many, honestly. Let's just sell them until I've got 8 left in stock. Right, 165,000. Let's now buy enough fuel to get to Hattusa. Oh, did I maybe not confirm the sale before? I don't know what happened there. All right, we'll fast forward. Oh, that's the other thing, of course. We are constantly burning fuel to keep everybody warm, which is part of the problem. Right, let's head to Hattusa. I forgot that I picked that option. Oh, I actually picked it to make the game a little bit even harder. Okay, we've got an elant detection coming in from Hattusa. That holds with there being a fleet there. So we're probably... Oh, these got renamed again. Damn, that's annoying. We're probably looking at there going to be an engagement here. And we're probably looking at the alarm going off when we get in. So we're going to have to get the fuel into the ship as fast as possible and get out of here. I'm hoping there's a city of the hidden people to the north. I'm going to dispatch the Thunderbolt now, just in the hopes that we do get another sudden strike. Thunderbolt should be able to deal with the garrison on its own. That is its job. Danger close on the eland, so there's definitely something here. This is why our radar is off, so that they're not detecting us, because we're back in the dark, having to operate. Okay, we've got incoming missiles. We knew that was going to happen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to launch... Oops, that's the wrong button. I'm going to launch some T-7s with AAMs to escort our front ship, so that they can try and intercept these. Okay, good old prox fuse doing its job. So I'm going to launch another couple of those in a couple of seconds. 2 planes in the air right now as escorts. Those should be enough to get us to Hattusa. That also came from somewhere over here, which is interesting. Also didn't set up a sound strike alarm. Can I just make sure that you're actually... I need you... Why are you... What are you doing? Just fly alongside. Another missile inbound. Okay. Just gonna stay calm for these. And you can boost up as well if it manages to make it through the prox fuse. You've got the your other ammo afterwards. So that's another missile coming from somewhere over here. We're now in visual range of Hattusa. Hattusa is broadcasting for an alarm. Okay, let's get some more aircraft into a cap. Want them with AAMs just in the area. We need to get some more AAMs actually. Should have checked that and picked them up. The job for these is to intercept any incoming missiles on the way in. General, we already have a strike group on the way. You do not need to prompt me on what to do this late into the game. I don't know what this aircraft is doing. It is just dancing. We're just going to put it here. Okay, that is the alarm going out that we are hitting Hattusa. I don't want you to... Yeah, you're escorting. You shouldn't hit Hattusa. And we are coming in. Okay, they've decided to hit Hattusa. Let's retreat them. They should be hitting Hattusa. They should have been orbiting and protecting us. I hope we didn't lose the ship for that. Looks like we didn't. I just want you to orbit the area. This is the ship that I want to hit Hattusa. So we've got a Nimrod, a Courageous, and a Ballistic equivalent. This should be a pretty quick fight. That's not a particularly scary garrison. Oh, I don't want to be using prox fuse for this. Whoops. Get ready for the greatest sky building you've ever seen. This ballistic is actually doing a pretty good job. There we go. Alright. Pretty much no damage there at all to us. And let's see, what do we want to grab from here? Let's get the fuel tanks. That was scarily fast because we're so zoomed in. So these planes are here to protect us as much as possible. Do you have enough fuel to make it to the city? You do, good. So the alarm has been raised. So far there hasn't been retaliation in form of any aircraft or missiles, bar the ones that hit us on the way in. Which is interesting. Because we've got a city here, and a city and a fleet HQ here. Okay, we got the fuel. That's something. Let's see what else we can grab. This AK-100, we'll grab the ammo just to stop it exploding. I'm going to fast forward. There's no sign of anything coming for us. Okay, what's left? Just searching the crew cabins. We'll grab crew protection. If we've got time, we'll check the cabins. There's nothing really we need from cabins anymore because we've got all of the Tarkads. Okay, we got a bronze icon. Great, we'll just chuck that in the pile with everything else. Alright, Hattusa on the ground. Let's get the rest of the fleet on the ground and we will refuel. Okay, warm clothing. After landing, Pyotr Ivanovich asked to speak with you quietly. Mark, he says quietly. Sorry, speak to you in private. We don't have nearly enough warm clothing in the squadron. I ordered all crewmen on duty to be given high altitude suits. We only have so many, and I fear we'll soon need warm clothing for every last one of us. Pyotr glances some of the city. We ought to acquire as much warm clothing as we can from the locals, while we can. So we can purchase warm clothing, we can no longer afford to be civil, sending the troops until the confiscate all the warm clothing they can find, or we cannot afford such an expense. Now, if I check out our current situation here, we have wealth 1, Romani 2, we do not have any levels in force. Now we have about 165,000. I can make more money. Let's just buy the stuff. Smelling profits. The merchants checked up their prices. The fools had no idea what was coming. Wool robes are soon distributed among the crew, along with Pyotr's orders to wear them over their uniforms. It takes a while for the men to stop choking back laughter every time they see each other, but nobody on duty complains about the cold anymore. So it only costs us 5,000 gold. I actually think that's a great trade. Plus 5 fleet morale. We didn't need that, but it stops morale going down. So now I want enough fuel to get us to Boschem fuel storage, if we can make it that far on a full tank. It doesn't look like we can, just looking at this. Because by the time we've refueled to that much, we're going to be out of fuel. So let's get enough fuel for maybe just to about here, which will get us close to Timnath Serra. Now that leaves us with how much fuel left? Where is the Thunderbolt? I just want to give this a repair order. That won't take too long. That leaves us with 4,000 gold. I'm going to sell some other stuff. Let's sell off the flares that we've got here. And I'm actually starting to run out of things to sell. There's a radar here that I don't need. That's probably all we can afford right now. So money is starting to get tight again. But we can make it work. Now, what else do I need to do right now? That's right. We need to start scouting. So there is a road here coming out north from the City of the Hidden People. We're going to get a T7 and just mount up the cannon. And we're going to send it along that road to see what it can see. So we're actually going to use the plane to scout this out. Oh, wait, I forgot. The planes don't actually reveal the ground. We actually need to use an aircraft. So this guy can RTB, and we will actually launch Hitman 4. The last Hitman, where is it? Here it is. Up along these roads to see what it can find.
Roger that. Good luck.
So there's definitely a road heading north, which is a really good sign. And we just want to check this to see if it is in fact going to lead to a hidden person city. How much? Well, this aircraft did not take off with a lot of fuel. It doesn't look like these roads continue north of this one here potentially, but I need to head back to base to refuel it. I didn't realize it's not going to have enough fuel. Okay, we're all right. It managed to turn in time. We need to make sure it has a full tank, but I don't think there's anything there, honestly. I will send it out again to be certain. Let's wait for it to get on the ground. And this time, well, was that it fully? No. If I select Hitman 4, and actually, whoops, don't zoom in on the ground. I hate it when that does that. I actually refueled it this time. That's enough fuel to get us about out to here to see if there is actually anything going on. And then if there isn't, we can just leave it. I also need to get some more aircraft up in a holding pattern. Even though I only have 4 AAMs, I can obviously just trade them between our aircraft. So we've got a plane in the air with an AM at all times. Are there any for sale in the city? I should have checked that. No, I'm pretty sure the last place... No, the last place had rockets for sale. Okay, let's check this again. We've got our aircraft in the air, flying cap. So we've got this road here heading north. This road here kind of peters out here. For this to work, this road would continue heading north, not west. This looks like a trade road to Suva. Yeah, that road is heading west. Oh, no, there is actually a road heading north here. So let's just follow this and see if it leads anywhere. It ends here. There's a little village there, and that's where the road ends. I'm just going to see if we can see any sign of that other road to the east here, and then I'm going to give up on the search for a city here. Is that a road there? I don't think it is. No. There is no route to the City of Hidden People here. I've got a feeling that there's one somewhere around Nod. We'll get to Timnath Serra and we'll have a look for it. And then, sorry about Nick, and we'll maybe actually take the Nagar Fleet HQ. We're going to skip Nod. But we need the missiles. We do need the missiles if we can get them. Let's wait for the ship to hit the ground. Okay, how are we looking in terms of refueling? We've still got quite a long time to go on the refueling. So we're just going to hold this down. I'm really surprised we haven't been hit by any more missiles. We haven't been hit. I wonder if they're all launching from weird angles at the flag here. and they're attacking here rather than here. We're actually missing. There's like missiles and planes and all sorts bombing the crap out of the desert here, but we're just chilling up here in Hattusa and have no idea of what's happening down there. All right, let's wait for this to happen. These guys are about to come into land, and we'll set up another. I actually don't think we need the cap, and we'll just bring them down into the base. Just waiting for this refueling. Actually, one thing I do need to do is rename our craft again, because they got their names changed by the game. So we need to rename this to the RS Eminent Domain again, and this to the RS Warrior again. And then we need to rename Hitman 1 to the Thunderbolt again. Do that. Need to remember to do that every time it gets repaired. Okay. And then we'll just wait on this refueling, which is one of the usually one of the tensest parts of the game. And we'll just grab all of the fuel. And then we're going to head en route to Timnath Serah. So we've already jumped pretty far already. We've made a journey from here. So that's, what, 1,600 kilometers. Then here to here, that's at 869. And we're doing another jump now up here. So we're traveling about, pushing almost 4,000 kilometers with our journey so far this playthrough. So we're really making deep progress to the north. Let's see what the enemy are saying while we're in the air. They've lost us again. Probably to the east somewhere, I'm guessing. Okay. Sargas, ETA 2 hours, average found sunny route, Narad Nod carrying weaponry. Okay, so they're going from Narad to Nod. We don't really care about them. We're not heading for Nod ourselves. We need to be aware that there is a fleet HQ behind us. So we hit Timnath Serah, this could get really hot from behind. But I'm not too worried. We may not be able to make the jump to Nagar. It's going to be a little bit tricky. It depends how this attack goes down. Now, we don't have an Elan warning, which means that whoever is here hasn't got radar, which puts us in a better situation than last time. We're going to launch the Thunderbolt early as before. It's going to go ahead.
Roger that.
I am going to launch the T7 as an escort. But I'm going to break it off before we hit the town, just to make sure that we don't end up with it attacking and setting off an alarm that it doesn't need to. Okay, incoming aircraft. They've set off the alarm. Let's intercept this aircraft with our aircraft. And we'll launch another one from the mothership. We need to get some more AAMs for certain. Okay, they don't have any AAMs on there. They've just launched an aircraft to investigate what's going on. And it has died for that. So heal RTB. Next one's on the way. General, I already have a strike group in the air. Please stop questioning my decisions. I know what I'm doing. I only have several hundred hours in this game. Okay, we're going to hit the point. The alarm is up. Got another Paladin Mark II equivalent, Ballista. We got the Navran that launched. The Navran should have launched its whole contingent. We're not coming in with prox fuse. It does actually tell me how much prox fuse I have. 115, okay. We want to keep that for intercepting missiles. Let's do this. Okay, so even though the alarm is going off, we're actually getting a silent strike on the ground, which is very strange. I'm not sure why the alarm is going off, because this is acting like it is a proper silent strike. Those are the bullets I want. That's the ship I want to kill. That's the Paladin. But these guys with the 100s are also a problem. But if they're going to get in the way, they're going to get in the way. Boost down here. Ouch. The Palace definitely gives us some breathing room, but it isn't a force field. He's loading AP, which I do not want to see right now. Thank you. Okay, he's down. No, he's not. Oh, he is dead. Kaboom. Oh, that thrush just breaking the ground. I thought he was dead. I've never seen the AI do that before. There's another ship taking off. But it's just the Navran. I love the firepower this ship has. Okay, now just for this aircraft carrier. Alright. Was that a How did that plane launch at the end there? I think that was the captain just getting away. Okay, we've taken Timnath Sarah, which is the good news. The bad news is we let the alarm go off. We're going to grab the fuel tanks again. Fuel is extremely important to us right now. So the thing is we've raised the alarm. There's no red flag on the map that I can see. I think we hit a bug there where the alarm has gone off, but the enemy haven't been alerted to our presence. That's the only thing I can think of. Have you got enough fuel to make it? Yeah, you do. Okay. Let's grab the Molots, I guess. We'll grab the one that's about to disappear. Oh, yeah. That missile just screamed through open space. Okay. Let's get an aircraft in the air to cover you. No, I want an aircraft in the air to protect you. So that if anything comes out, you've got a plane to intercept the missile. So they are launching missiles, but they're launching them at the wrong location. They've missed the fact that we hit Timnath Sarah. That's another no, grab this D80 Molot, not the one that's going to hurt the crew. That'll get us some more cash. Okay, we do have a missile inbound onto our... So they do know we're here. You need a new rescue mission to complete. No, there's nothing left. Okay. Let's... Okay. Well then, let me rescue something. That's weird. We'll wait for this intercept to go ahead. Good work, aircraft. Let's launch our last one. We only have 2 AAMs left in the fleet right now, but we'll get him on the way up there to help protect us here. So there is a rescue happening here, but I can't. Let's secure the ammunition. Okay, yeah, grab that. I couldn't see it. So there is missiles coming in on the main fleet as well. I believe these are the big scary ones. Okay, he failed to shoot that down. That's going to hit the fleet. That's a hit on the Negev. That's not good. You should be protecting this. Okay, you don't have a missile left. Fine. We should have another aircraft with a missile up in the air shortly. And the Negev, look at the big hole in the Negev. That's not ideal. We've got an Elin danger, Elin warning actually. Danger close from up here. So there could be something headed our way. Let's send you to intercept this. While the fleet makes its way in. Cool, shut it down. And that's us out of AAMs. So now if I send in intercepts, I'm just going to go for gun runs. Which is something, but it's not ideal. Yeah, okay, the Elon warning is getting further away from us. So whatever... I wonder if that's the strike fleet heading north. Let's just send a dude up towards Gamesh and just see if there's something on that line. And that's just finished. Let's get this ship in for repairs. Wow. Okay, this is a fleet repair hub. I don't think I can land on that 116. We're going for this large 58 over here. There's some internal damage from that armor piercing. It went straight into the fuel tanks there. It's actually destroyed one of the fuel tanks, by the looks of it, which is not good. So let's get the Thunderbolt on the ground.
300 meters. 100 meters. Everyone get ready.
The concentration at this stage in a landing.
Touchdown confirmed.
Is always scary. That's a great repair speed. Oh, look at the legs. Look at the legs. Let's just not touch any buttons. So we want to get this repaired. I'm also going to sell those Molots we picked up. And we need to rename this to Thunderbolt. Okay, and then we'll exit here. And then checking supplies. He can't take any more fuel. There's no AAMs for sale here. There is 100mm prox fuse. I could grab all of that. I think that's a bit extreme. Let's just bring ourselves up to 150 rounds. And we'll sell, actually we can sell the 57mm incendiary. We can sell the 37mm incendiary. We can sell the 180mm prox fuse. We can sell the 130 armor piercing. That gives me a little bit of cash to play with as well. We'll wait for the rest of the fleet to get here. So something had some big missiles, but it seems to have... So there's just a trade fleet. What if we were to send the Gladiator after that and grab it? Do you have enough fuel? It doesn't look like you do. But if I took the Gladiator and Hitman 4, your top speed is 248. That thing's traveling at 410, so they couldn't catch it. Okay, and your top speed is 248. Yeah, I couldn't catch that with... What is this? It doesn't even look like a trade fleet. It looks like a garrison fleet. Interesting. I don't know what that is. I think it's a missile carrier fleet that's just on the move. We also lost that plane, which is annoying. But there would have launched those missiles at us. Okay, now we can get the refueling on the go. I don't think it's worth trying to refuel to repair the... So we can get enough fuel to get to Nagar, but it will be close. The better call would be to get to Ganamesh and refuel there. So let's actually just grab enough fuel to get to Ganamesh. The other thing I want to check is... What did I want to check? I want to look for City of the Hidden People. So we're going to get Hitman 4 with a full tank of fuel. And we're just going to check the ground here. Now, there is a road heading out this way. So let's launch out this way and see what we can see really quickly while the refueling is going on. Because my City of the Hidden People detector is itching. And I feel like there's some nomads out here. Although this is not a good start. There's no roads leading northeast, at all. Which is what I would expect to see. I'm just going to fly northeast for a little bit, see if we cross with anything. But it doesn't look good. Got some big mountains here.
Attention, visual contact.
Aircraft coming in from the south. There's 2 aircraft incoming. Let's launch our Gladiator in an attempt to intercept them. We'll fuel it up. Just see if it can take them on. I don't know if it'll get into the air in time. I'm gonna scrub this mission. There's no sign of any City of the Hidden People. Let's keep the fleet together. And let's see what happens here. I don't think the Gladiator's going to get off the ground in time. It did not. I'm just going to launch some missiles. I don't want to mess around here. Cool. That's both those planes destroyed. We have a lot of missiles available to us, so we're going to use them. While we're sitting pretty in Timnath Serra. It looks like the Gladiator didn't actually get that takeoff order, but that's okay. Okay, we've got 1 aircraft coming in from the east, and we've got 1 aircraft coming in from the west. We're going to missile these down. Okay, and the next one's going to come in a second. We have 10 more AAMs on this ship, and we're going to keep using them. Keep our fleet safe. One of those posters. Keep the fleet safe. Make sure your AAMs are fully loaded and tested. Okay, now we're just waiting for fuel.
Welcome back.
And then we're going to head up to Ganamesh. We're going to refuel the Ganamesh. We're going to hit Nagar. And that puts us within strike distance of Kiva. And that changes the game considerably. I'm really excited, actually. Silent Strike Alarm is over. We are no longer being hunted. We need a little bit more fuel. Thanks to us constantly burning fuel to keep the fleet warm. As soon as I've got that in my tanks, we're going to head up to Ganamesh. Now, Ganamesh may be very well defended, which could be a problem. We're just going to have to see how we do on the way in. Again, we're going to send in the Thunderbolt to do the work. You can see how it is a great design. Thank you very much, Winter, for putting it as a submission. The Sunrays was a fun ship. But when I got to pick my ship, I definitely was going to go for the Thunderbolt. Again, General, I know what I'm doing. Okay, we've got 2 fleets here at Ganamesh. This is going to be big. Oh, not too bad. Taran, Hound, 2 Courageouses, and a Gladiator. There's some big stuff here, but nothing I really need to worry about. These have AK-100s. This is AK-100s as well. They actually both have 4 AK-100s each, which is actually a lot of firepower. What they don't have is any armor. They're missile carriers. You can see the Tarantul here has 4 slots for interballistic missiles, which is what hit us before, and then we know how serious a Gladiator is. Kind of want to focus the Gladiator down if I can, but we'll just shoot at what we can shoot at. Let's get these Courageouses out of the fight. I want to make sure I've got some movement going here for when these shots come in. Let's try and take this guy out of the fight ASAP. I know he has very little in the way of armor. Okay, that's him now. The Gladiator's our focus. I'm gonna ignore that Courageous is shooting at me from above. We're taking a lot of fire on our right side. Okay, Gladiator down. Let's do a quick burst up. Okay, the Gladiator corpse took. Oh, look at the vertical thrust on that Taran. Trying to weave my shots through these escape pods here. Sorry, escape pod. Oh, you managed to make it out. Excellent. He's on fire. Resilient is our ship's name. That Courageous is in a tumble. I can't shoot it right now because the corpse, yeah, it just went down. I hope the crew get out. They have to be brave to fly out Courageous. Alright, well, at least we got the garrison. So that's Ganamesh garrison dealt with. Now, of course, we have set off the alarm. That'll be a flash, flash, flash. If we auto-intercept it, it'll be yeah, they're coming in. Oh no, it's actually a standard, we're flying around alert. Okay. Alarm has gone off. They know where we're coming from. We're just going to have to get into the city and get fueled up as fast as possible. Let's fast forward. We got the fuel. That's something. There's an IRS-1 Mars here. It's worth 200. AK-100, sorry, worth 2,000. That's worth 2,000. I don't care about the crew cameras. Don't care about this. I only really care about the things I can get money for. We'll try and grab crew protection to grab the AK-100 if we can. If we can't, we can't. I think we're going to get it. Okay, we'll do this. Incoming missile. That should be fine. I don't think I can scramble a fighter in time, so we'll just let it come in. Where's it coming in from? The east. Cool. That is a wall of fire, and that is what we put between us and incoming missiles. Got another one coming in. Where's it coming from? You don't undershoot on those. You overcommit because you need to kill. This is all coming from the Fleet HQ. All of this is coming from the Fleet HQ. I'm trying to conserve ammo where I can, but oh no, that's number 4. Where's it coming from? The east, the west, sorry. Oof. Okay. Another one. Any more for any more? Okay, they need to reload. That gives us a little bit of time. I'm going to wait for the fleet to... Oh, actually, what we'll do is we'll land the Thunderbolt to repair it. There's a 102 repair bay right below us. I don't think we'll fit in it. We're going to play it safe. We're going to go for that 16. We don't need a lot of repairs here.
500 meters.
Okay, coming in for a nice landing. Just take it easy. I can land this ship, no problem.
100 meters. Throwing it. Ready. Touchdown confirmed.
Perfect landing. If I don't say so myself.
Thanks for your hard work.
Allow me to speak with you, Sahib. My family has a treasured coda as well. We have kept it secret. It is proof of our royal legacy as kings. It is forbidden to reveal it until the time is right. So if any member of your family has a chance to become King of Garrett, this coda is supposed to be proof of their right to the throne? Aye. And you told me about it because you'll hope I'll read it for you. Aye, Sahib. My family guards it like the apple of our eye, but we do not know what it says. And when you read the old man's coda, and Fazil's coda as well, I realized that it must contain a prophecy. Omar gives you a small box. Please, tell me what it says. He who was oppressed and he who was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before his shearers is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth. So I lied. So I've never lied right before on this, but I'm gonna take the liar's route because I lied before as well. So I'm gonna say he is like unto a lion, fearsome is his wrath. Who shall resist him? His strength is his God. Who shall stand against him? I see. Against me +1 force. As usual, Omar will not meet your gaze, but deep inside you feel him watching you intently out of the corner of his eye. May the Almighty send him to us swiftly. I will pass your words on to the people. Okay, so he liked that. I was worried he didn't like that for a second, but he liked that. Let's get the repairs on the go for the Thunderbolt. 3.2 hours. The reason this is costing us no money is because we have... they don't show here. We have repair parts. We're using the repair parts for the repairs. If I exit out of here, how are we doing for supplies? There are AAMs for sale here. We need these. I need to wait for the fleet to get here, and we're going to have to try and open up some money somehow. We could grab money from Old Mate because... Oh, I didn't actually mean... There was no option not to do that, which is really annoying. I actually wanted to check what he did, but he just took it. Because I'm looking for money. But I don't really want to... I thought they had the same face for a second there. I didn't actually want to commit to that, but it doesn't matter because Old Mate's not going to make it. Money is an issue right now. Let's bring the fleet in and see what we can sell. Because I want those AAMs. First things first, we need enough fuel to get into Gar, which we don't have right now. I think I actually just sold fuel by accident. Let's, first of all, sell some stuff we've picked up. I'm going to get rid of... We've got KH-15Ns. I'm going to get rid of the PNs. The Radar Seeker nukes. I'm going to get rid of the 2 AK-100s and the 2 A-37s we picked up and the Mars. That's going to make us some cash. We're going to come back here. We're going to get enough fuel to get into Gar and some. And then I want to look at these anti-air missiles. We'll grab all of those. How are we doing for AK Prox 100? Let's bring us back up to 150 rounds. We need that ammo. Okay. And there's nothing else to sell here. So let's quit out. And now we're waiting for those repairs. And we're waiting for that ammo. There's going to be more missiles incoming probably quite soon. Let's actually get an aircraft in the air flying cap on this side. Just in case they launch more missiles at us. Okay, he's back in. We'll launch another one. Saturn strike alarm is done. We don't need to worry about that anymore. Incoming radio signal. I'm going to auto-intercept. Just someone moving around. They obviously don't know we have their codes right now. And then we have Nagar coming up. We're going to hit Nagar with a couple of KH-15s on the way in. I think it's going to need softened up. It's gone dangerous here in Gilgamesh. We need to wait for the fuel. This is a big jump we're about to do, okay? So we need to spend a little bit more money on fuel because we've burnt so much fuel sitting here that we can't actually make it to Nagar yet. It's going to get very dangerous for us here before we finish refueling. Alright, let's go. To the fleet HQ. We're going to hit Nagar, and that'll put us in such a good position. We'll be in a screen of Kiva. Now, we have a lot of work to do around Kiva, but we'll work the strategy out for that when we get there. First things first, let's take this last fleet HQ. Get some more nukes.
Warning, radar emission detected.
Okay. We've obviously got Elint being coming in from here. Is it in range? It is. Alright. I'm going to launch one KH-15, and I'm going to launch two KH-15s at Nagar, ahead of us. There should be two going. There's the second one. Then we're going to get Thunder. Wait till we're a little bit closer. I'm going to launch it. I'm also going to launch an aircraft. It keeps bringing up my... Oop, that's what's coming in. So we've got some big ships here. Almost made it through. Where are you going? You need to defend him. Okay, he just went back into the fleet. I keep clicking that button by accident. You need to defend him, please. Thank you. Here comes the second missile. Probably not going to make it through their AAM defenses. Good hit. That was really nice to see. I can't afford to fire another one, just in case it hits our Thunderbolt. Actually, we should be fine to launch one more if we want to. If I just make sure its radar doesn't come until here, we'll be fine. So let's launch one more. I feel like this is a great use of these missiles right now, coming into Nagar. You have enough fuel to make it, yes. And you have enough fuel to make it, yes, good. Elend is at 4, so there's definitely, we know there's some big stuff here. Didn't destroy that ship. There's another one over here as well. No AAMs left, though. You know, that means we could actually hit them with a rocket strike if we're quick. If they've got no AAMs left, let's send in a rocket attack to soften them up.
Attention, visual contact.
That's what his job is. And in the meantime, we will launch another... Why is this not working? Because I haven't got the fleet selected. It's annoying that it does that. I'm going to launch another escort. Got it. Nice work, pilot. Another missile inbound. I can't do anything about it right now. We're going to have to defend for this one ourselves. Got it with the 37mm, which is great. Here, this is our rocket strike. It's going to come in just beforehand. We've got 2 missiles inbound. We're going to have to deal with those on the... Yeah. Okay. Coming in from the right. Got that one. Here comes the second one. And the third one is also inbound. Okay, that one that was actually a proximity explosion on the Thunderbolt. Did we take any damage there? No, we didn't. Good. We've got another 2 inbound. Looks like there is a strike fleet here, potentially. There's an S there. I believe S stands for strike fleet, but it's not got a name. We've got another missile coming, and we also have 2 aircraft inbound. This is getting absolutely nuts. We've got more inbound in the air. Okay, they've decided to intercept us, and they have AAMs. I should have called them back. That's 3 planes lost. Damn. Okay, my bad. They're now calling the alarm in. Of course they are. I'd be calling the alarm in. Okay, that was another really close one.
Attention, visual contact.
Okay, you need to intercept this, if you can. Nope, didn't manage to make the intercept. Where's the aircraft coming from? Where's the aircraft coming from? Okay, I was worried that was a bomb. I absolutely went nuts on it. Okay, here we go. No. You need to retreat now. You missed your chance to protect us. Do not engage that strike fleet. And we have hit the enemy. And it is a strike fleet. Yep, okay. Runner, Ballistic, Flower, Intrepid, Gladiator, MRL, Taran, Hound, Eagle, Courageous, Cormoran, Negev, Bore, Griffin. I don't know if the Thunderbolt can handle this. I'm going in with the prox fuse. I'm gonna need a lot of firepower to deal with this. This is make it or break it time. Where are they? Are they on the ground still? They're on the ground still. I'm gonna be quiet for this fight because I need to concentrate the hell out of it. That's a set of prox fuse. This is the Gladiator MRL. This thing will wreck us if it gets the chance. Okay, I think he's crashing. How is he got armor piercing as well as an MRL? Can you die? Can you die, please? This thing's terrifying. Okay, finally got it down. That's him down. We still have the big ships to deal with. We're not killing that Courageous. Okay, big ship time now. Big ship time now. Look at those 180s coming in. You have to keep distance here. Can you not be using armor-piercing rounds on me, please, Courageous? Get them between each other, and they will act as... Almost got this Cormoran. That didn't get through. Okay, now we're going to Negev to deal with. I have to avoid using fuel as much as possible. We're down to 36% fuel. Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Full barrage. Break through that armor. Okay, Negev down. I think it is just this Bore. No, there's another ship coming behind the Bore. This Bore took missile damage. We're now at 29% fuel. We've got a ship about to land on top of us. Okay, I think it is just us versus this guy, this Griffin. Nope, we've got another ship coming in. We've got to kill the Griffin first. 25% fuel. Okay, it's just us versus this Griffin now. We're having to rely really heavily on our armor because we cannot afford to dodge. I think he's crashing out, but I'm not going to take it as given. Ooh, first time, look at that. Thunderbolt is a monster. Get lightninged. Your Imperial Highness, it is my wish that we meet in person in order to reconcile our differences. You're expected in the Valley of Basra on a single unescorted ship. Secretary General, the Republic of Gerat. Surely he jests. Who would ever walk into such an obvious trap? It's too simple to be a trap. He'd provide guarantees if he truly intended to negotiate. He's up to something, but what? It could be a diversionary tactic intended to buy time. It says the Valley of Basra. Where is that? Just to the north. The Almighty has granted us a way to pay for my father's death with the Lord Governor's life. Remember, son of Saidi, you gave me your word. Okay, I'm going to end this episode here. I know that many of you are frustrated that I haven't released the mod yet. The next video, we will meet with the governor and I will reveal Variag. And after that, I will release the mod pack, I promise. One more video, and you'll not be waiting months for it. I want to get out next week. I want to finish this. Thank you so much for watching. This has been an epic adventure. We've made it so much. We've actually made, it doesn't look like it. Like we started here, we started here. No, we didn't. We started here. We've made it to here. That's quite a push. Whoops, let's just cancel that order. That's quite a push. We've done really well. Let's see if we can keep it going into the next video. If there's a city of hidden people somewhere around here, that would be unreal. Oh, I should say, by the way, if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Let me know that you're enjoying it. I am streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you want to come along for that, we do Taran and Victor on Tuesdays, and right now I'm playing through Control in preparation for Alan Wake 2. I'll be getting my Saturday morning streams back online as well for Unicorn Overlord as soon as possible. Okay, I'll leave that there. Thank you so much. Ciao. See you later.